In order to download GLFW, which is an OpenGL library, we go to Google and search for it, GLFW, enter, and here on the top we have glfw.org. Click on that, then we go to download tab here, and here we have source package, Windows precompiled binaries, Mac and Linux binaries, and depends on your operating system. Download what is appropriate for you, and if you want to build your own library, you can just download the source and build it. In this case, my Windows is 64-bit and I download 64-bit Windows binaries. Click on that, and then it starts downloading, and we already got GLFW library. And next step would be downloading GLAD. The same thing, you go to Google and search for GLAD. Of course, you have to type OpenGL, and we have this link here. Click on that, and here you have to choose your language, which is C++, a specification OpenGL, and the API we are using version 3.3, profile, core, and we don't need to do anything here, and just generate it and download it. Download the zip file, and we also have GLAD. So we got two libraries we need. Now we go to Visual Studio and learn how to set them up. Now we are here in Visual Studio. I clicked on create a new project, and here we select our language, which is C++, all platforms, and we can select empty project or console app, similar thing. And I create an empty project. Next, I call it maybe my OpenGL1. You can call it whatever you want. Then we create a project. Alright, the project is empty, so we need the source file or the main CPP. I right click on my source file, create a new item. I call it main.cpp, and the CPP file is empty. We need to create our first main function, and I just create my main and I just return 0 and test it. Project is up and running, no problem. And now we have to install our OpenGL libraries or set them up. In order to do that, we need to know where our project files are located. So we can go to Solution Explorer, right click here and open folder in File Explorer. Click on that. Then we're gonna have project folder open. If I go to my repositories, you can see my project files, and I copied these two libraries that I downloaded. The zip files are here, and you can unzip them here or just drag and drop it from the zip folder. GLAD is unzipped, and GLFW is unzipped as well. First thing we need to do is go to GLAD, go to source, and just copy this C file and go back to where your CPP file is located open this folder, your project folder, and you find your main.cpp and just paste this one here. Okay, this is the first step. Then we go back, and you don't need the zip files anymore, you can delete them. Alright, so this is our solution directory, and where the include files are included, we want to include them in our folder that cpp file is located. So let's just create two folders here. We can call one folder include, or include, up to you. I call them includes, and another one, call them libs or libraries. Okay, I'll go back, and in glad I go to include, and I just copy these two to my include folder in my project folder that I just created, and I just paste them here. Oops, I didn't copy, my bad. Go back there, include, copy, and go to project folder, include, we don't need this here, and paste them here. And I go back to my project directory again, go to GLFW folder, open it up. Again, we have an include folder here. We go to GLFW, so we have these two files. We can just copy this folder, copy, go back to project folder, open it up, includes, and paste GLFW. And also we have libs, so we have to copy libs as well. So if I go to GLFW, and we have lib Visual Studio or version 2022, which is the Visual Studio version we are using. So we are gonna click on that and copy these lib files there. So copy and go back, my OpenGL 1 project name, libs, and paste. Yep, and that's all we need to do here. We copied includes, and we copied the source file as well. So double check, anything else? Include is fine, and the source file, perfect. So we go back to Visual Studio now. Alright, we are back in Visual Studio, and from here we can go to Solution Explorer and click on your project file and go to Properties, which is opening this page, or you can go to your project, Properties. We're gonna get the same page here. First thing you have to do here is to check the platform to see if it's correct. This is 64, and here we check all configuration. Okay, so this is the first step. The second thing would be to find where our solution folder is, and then where the include libraries are located. So we put them here, and then we put them here, right? So we can copy this one, or we can just go back. We go to solution folder, then we say we go here one step forward, then one step further, which is the includes. These are the directives we have to navigate in order to reach the includes library. So we go back to Visual Studio, we right click here, we go to properties, and first thing we have to do here, go to C++ or general, it's the same thing, and here we add additional include directories. You can click here, go to edit. You can either press this new line or just click on the screen here. Okay, in here we need to find where solution library directory is. So in order to do that, we put at $, parenthesis open, solution dir, which means solution directory, and then after solution directory I copy paste it, but you can put // or // then here we just need to write the directory name. So here you can see is OpenGL1, my OpenGL1, then includes, but I just copy that. It's better that way so I don't make any typos. So it says solution directory, my OpenGL1, and include folders. Include them in my additional include directories. I press OK. From here, we're almost done in this page. We go to the next part, which is linkers. We have to go to general. Here again we are adding additional library directories. This is libraries. So we click here, open. It's basically the same area. We go back, as you can see, from solution directory, we go to this folder, and from here we go to libs. That's the difference, right? So we go there, we do the same thing. We put at $, solution dir /, oops, then we paste it, and I have copied actually // here already. So instead of includes, we just need to put libs, and because this is for libraries, and then we just say OK. One more thing we need to do here is go to input, and in here we need to add additional dependencies. Right click here, edit, and here we just write the DLL files, or sorry, the lib files we need to have access to. So here we need to add GLFW3.lib. We also need OpenGL32.lib. Then we say OK, apply, and OK. So always check if there is no error in your project. No problem now. Now let's try and see if the library we included, let's see if we can find them, right? So we put hashtag include, bracket open here, and we just search for GLFW. As you can see, I have access to it and I can include it. And also glad. Just type glad and glad.h. And I get an error here. Yeah, so I get this error because of the order of glad and GLFW. So if I just drag this on the top, this problem is gonna go away. I think the error says here that glad, the GLFW is already included, and glad is trying to also include that one. OpenGL header already included, so it's just the header error here. Okay, so yeah, so this one says we already included, you're trying to include it again. But if I just move it up, or I think I can comment it out here to ignore this. Yeah, so there's no problem now, but yeah. I think further in the line we will see more issues this way, but I just go back and fix this, and I just put it back up there. Yep. Perfect. Then we move on to the next steps later and continue with this.